And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in... Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, D.A. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. We've got Murray, Aaron Gordon out there with Jokic. Then it's Porter, and it's Barton in at the 2. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. Barton finds Murray. Back to Barton. From deep. That shot off the mark. And it's Portland the other way. Covington passes to Lillard. Powell with it. Porter pulls it in.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And instead of just swinging the ball around the perimeter, Clark, both these teams like to run offense through the post.
And I love that, Kevin. We don't see it very often, but you're right. Both of these teams emphatic about getting the ball inside, putting pressure on the defense by driving it inside or passing it into the post. And it allows both of them to play a very high-quality inside-out game.
Lillard dishes to Nurkic, and a wide-open look for McCollum. Gets an open look and hits.
Potent with and without the ball, McCollum is a tremendous spot-up shooter.
Murray surveying the D. Jokic against Nurkic, and the basket by Gordon.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. As good a passer as he is, he becomes a major headache for the D if he gets hot from beyond.
Barton outside, the pass to Gordon. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Porter. No good on that one. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Covington with it. Now defended by Jokic. Offensive rebound. For Denver, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And a wide open look for Porter. Nets the corner 3.
Porter Jr. has a unique combination of size and skill, and as a result, able to beat defenders in the catch-and-shoot game.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Portland moving the ball around. And stolen by Barton. To the middle. Murray finds Gordon. And Covington sends it back. 4-on-3 break. Pass to Lillard for the 3. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. Cantor checked in for Portland. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Here's Jokic. Passes it to Murray. The dish now to Gordon. Shot clock at 6. So they take the lead. Gordon's got his second basket.
Gordon is one of those guys who loves physical contact. He's really skilled at finishing over difficult defense.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanics, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But, again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion.
And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his first foul. Portland trailing here. Here's Simons. Pass to Canner. Millsap with the steal.
And that's one of those tough areas to feed the basketball at times.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And if you're drawing up your starting five for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
And the Nuggets making a change here. McGee's checked in.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
A three from McCollum. Rebound by the Nuggets. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
To the paint. Here's McGee. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
It really balances out the backcourt when McGee is able to provide points inside. I mean, that's big.
There's the pass to Simons. With the fadeaway. And here's McCollum for 3. Green with the rebound. Here's Denver now. They're on a 13-5 run. Gordon kicks to Murray. On the wing, Green. Murray finds Green. Off target from three-point range. And here they come. Lobs it up for Anthony. He can't get it to go. And so it's Denver with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And thanks to their out. When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping him.
I think in the past, anytime
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what stands out to you from the Nuggets in this one?
You got to credit their defense. Communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. JaMychal Green is out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Paul Millsap, and it's Dozier in the shooting guard. Out left to the wing. 6 to shoot. Dozier passes to McGee. Denver gets it back. Dozier kicks to McGee. Campazzo. He's guarded by McCollum. Here's Dozier. Excellent D from Cantor.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Millsap. Makes it off the glass. Millsap's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nuggets. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Pass to Dozier. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Dishes to McGee. That shot missing. Excellent D from Cantor. And now Portland on the break. Jones kicks to McCollum. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Gets a hand on it, and Cantor able to finish.
And usually amongst the leaders in the offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Outside Millsap. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Diaz, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derek Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. Pass to Dozier. Kicks it to McGee. 5 on the clock. Green breaking loose. McGee's shot is off.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Norkic checked in for C.J. McCollum. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. Powell, he's checked in for Jones. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anthony Simons.
And just a great second quarter for them after such a difficult first, bringing that field goal percentage up from below 30 and now with the lead.
Murray against Lillard. Floats it up for Millsap, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
So good to see Murray, not just as a scorer, but thriving as a passer, too.
Lillard with it. He has 6. He gets that one. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Millsap finds Gordon. Now Porter. 50 seconds left in the first half. That shot off, so the Trailblazers will take it the other way. And the dunk by Covington. And the Trailblazers lead by 5.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
I tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat, and he was in shock and awe. But now, he's got a big smile on his face.
Jokic kicks to Gordon. Shot clock at 5. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And it's Jokic missing. Lillard against Murray. Lillard left side. And Portland again with the bucket.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to, after 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. And no doubt to C.J. McCollum to Brayton.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the center position. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
A self-described country boy from the town of Sombor, Serbia. Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Barton drives in. Count it.
Speed and athleticism of Barton, superb. So venomous on these drives to the rim. Take that, fellas.
In the corner, Powell with it. Pass to Nurkic. Back to Powell.
And the dunk by Powell. The finish was nice, but The setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Jokic passes to Murray. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Covington kicks to Nurkic. Barton against Covington. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And it's an 11-point Trailblazer lead.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Murray with it. Now Covington defending. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul for the Trailblazers. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Robert Covington. And Jones subbed in for McCollum. And another miss by Denver.
Boy, great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
Anthony with the bucket.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Barton against Powell. Outside for Millsap. Fires for three. And Jones pulls it down.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
The Nuggets trail by 13. Millsap passes to McGee and stolen by Lillard. On the wing, Jones. Millsap covering. The pass to Powell. Three-pointer. They get it back. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Dozier, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Here's Anthony, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. The Nuggets trail by 13. It's Barton with the drive, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
Boy, an explosive player on the drive. When Barton puts it on the deck, the defense knows they're in trouble. On their heels.
First free throw is good for the Trailblazers. Enes Kanter comes in for Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Simons in for Lillard. And so he makes both from the line. There's 53 seconds left in the third. Outside Anthony. Rebound by the Nuggets. And here's Barton. He has 6. The lead now in single digits. Barton's got 6 in the quarter.
Excellent body control around the rim. Barton didn't let the defender distract him at all.
Anthony, the pass to Kanter. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Back to Anthony. Pass to Simons. Just 5 to shoot. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 11.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
And so it's Portland. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've got... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Nuggets, they've got Bowles. Green is out there with Paul Millsap. And it's Dozier in at the shooting guard position. Craig, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
it is, Kevin. And yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement. And I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling. And ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Stolen by McCollum. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. Here's Simons. Finishes the break with a slam.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Murray outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Murray locked in on the task at hand, not allowing the defense to bother his shot at all.
Here's McCollum. Sinks that one from the post. And the Trailblazers lead by 13.
No, he didn't. Did he just break out the finger roll? That's nice.
Here's Dozier. He's guarded by McCollum. McCollum against Murray. Dozier. Bull tipped back in for 2. Bull's got his first 2 points.
The towering presence that is Bull. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
McCollum kicks to Covington. Tips it. And the second chance effort by McCollum. McCollum's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
And it's Murray penetrating. Dozier passes to Bull. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Tipped away and stolen by Murray. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Norkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Norman Powell comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Clock at 6. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch.
And he chose the conservative finish with the nice, easy layup, which was a good decision.
And the dunk by Bull.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
Lillard against Murray. Now here's Lillard. He started closer. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10. Murray outside. Outside Gordon. He dishes it to Millsap. No good from outside. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
And he commits the intentional foul. Jokic has checked in for Denver. JaVale McGee comes in for Green. The putback. It's good on the putback. And now it's an 11-point Trailblazer lead.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Portland.
And as we watch the game wind down, you have to look back at all the second chance points these guys generated.
Yeah, they clearly won the second chance points category. Possession after possession, we watched them go after the ball and make misses turn into makes.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Damian Lillard.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Floats it up for Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Boy, Jokic always in sync with his teammates, which is part of why he's able to put together these highlight reel sequences.
A three from McCollum. That shot is off. Now Denver takes it the other way.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
It's Powell on the wing. McCollum outside. Passes it to Lillard. From deep. It's rebounded by Paul Millsap. Now Jokic. Here's the three. And so it's Portland winning this one. They didn't make it, David. Thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. we bring you tonight into. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the 5, down low. Now here's Lillard. In the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered at the point guard position in particular. Much more scoring expected than in decades past.
I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feels secondary.
And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. The shot by Powell, no good. Now the Mavericks with it. It's a 3-point game. Richardson for 3. The shot, no good. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Here's Lillard. Banked in off the glass. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
Big time drive from Lillard and the contact. He has the mindset just to slough it off.
Richardson outside. Doncic against Lillard. 5 to shoot. Here's Finney-Smith. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Porzingis with a soft jump shot there. Nice touch.
A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney-Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year, more efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney-Smith is a guy you can win with.
Quickly up court with the basketball, delivered a perfect strike.
Now here's Lillard. He has 5. McCollum right side. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the game. A different look for Dallas. Marjanovic comes in for Porzingis. Hardaway is subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Now, here's Doncic. It's good.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Lillard from outside. The rebound by Marjanovic. The Mavericks trailing. Got a piece of it and stolen by Lillard. And now Lillard pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Well, with how hot Damian Lillard can get, you cannot let him steal the ball and then put one away in the open court. Here he comes.
Now here's Doncic. 1:51 left here in the opening quarter. He's off on that one. Some solid defense from Lillard. Deflects the pass. Out of bounds. Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Cantor comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Carmelo Anthony has subbed in for Robert Covington. The Mavericks also with a sub. Porzingis has checked in. 3-on-3. Rebound by Anthony. Trailblazers leading by 3. Down low, here's Lillard, and the shot goes in. Lillard's got 9 points.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Lillard against Doncic, and he banks in the layup. Doncic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
Lillard, the pass to Anthony. There's the feed to Cantor. Out to Anthony. Back to Cantor. McCollum outside. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Hardaway with a wide open look. No good. That would have tied it. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Powell dishes to Lillard. It's good. 11 points in the game.
Lillard aggressive in this game so far. Awesome at finding different ways to attack close to the rim.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And that one's good. Marjanovic.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And it's McCollum in the corner. Anthony kicks to Powell. To the paint, kicks it out to Lillard.
And it's just encouraging to see Luka step up on defense. Must continue to bring.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trail Blazers. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
They've got Enes Kanter. Jones is out there with Anthony. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Anthony, the pass to Kanter. Here's Simons. And the layup's good off the glass. Simons has got the lead up to 5 now for the Trailblazers.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Outside, Redick. A 3-ball. Portland grabs the miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's the lob to the hoop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Great to see when Melo spots his open teammate. Good at noticing the overcommitment that time.
Picked him clean. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Mavericks trail by 9.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, we can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop. Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
Team on the rise, David. Thank you so much. 6 on the shot clock. Powell kicks to Redick. It's up a 3. The shot, no good.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Simons, that falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And now a 12-point Trailblazer lead. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Back to Brunson. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Cullen passes to Cannon. And stolen by Redick. Here's Brunson. Finished off the break. Brunson's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Dallas.
Yeah, Redick more than happy to get off the ball that time and spot the open man.
1:41 left in the second quarter. And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That's his first foul for the Trailblazers. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Enes Kanter. And Robert Covington subbed in for Carmelo Anthony. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul. Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Lillard from outside. It's rebounded by Dallas. 46 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Porzingis, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Stops, pops. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Lillard's got the lead up to 13 now for Portland.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
The three for Doncic. No good for the fifth time from the floor this game. He's made 2 shots.
Wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you... And so it's Portland looking at a 13-point lead heading into the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see you. Leading the way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He had 13 points, 2 rebounds, and that should do it.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
On the floor for Dallas, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Richardson is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. Here's Lillard.
Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
Covington dishes to McCollum. Back to Covington. And he makes good on the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 15.
Well, really good ball movement on the entire possession. And then CJ getting slick.
Up top, Doncic. Covered by Lillard. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. Doncic has got 8 points.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul for the Trailblazers. Kanter checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Then for the Mavericks, Powell, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Redick comes in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
A three from McCollum. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Brunson kicks to Finney-Smith. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Nice shot by Porzingis.
Yeah, you want Porzingis, especially with that kind of size, if you're the coaching staff, to go in and dominate on the glass. Do something on the interior. We're seeing that now.
Passes to McCollum. And he comes up with the deuce. He has 7.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
A three from Porzingis. Can't hit that one. And it's Portland the other way. Three-pointer. Again, McCollum missing. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for Dallas. They trail by 11. Yep, that one goes in there. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Tanner in the corner. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That is his first foul of the game. A different look now for Portland. Jones checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Powell in for McCollum. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one.
A little surprise, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's the Mavericks now. Cauley-Stein passes to Redick. No good with the triple. Trailblazers leading by 11. Kanter kicks to Anthony. Here's Simons. Brunson covering. Kanter trying to free himself up. And it's Simons missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Powell finds Hardaway. From deep three-point range, he can't get that one to fall. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Jones looking for an opening to the inside. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Cauley-Stein.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Portland's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Here's Simons. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
Hardaway from outside. Portland grabs the miss. Inside. Hardaway with the steal. Cauley-Stein passes to Brunson. Lays it up off the glass. Brunson's got 6.
Terrific effort from him really all night. Yet despite his supreme marksmanship, they're still operating at a deficit.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, we've got Anthony. Damian Lillard out there with Powell. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Jones in at the 3 slot. Now the pass to Anthony. And Jones has it in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lillard against Doncic. Lillard misses.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
And there is a whistle. That'll go on Derek Jones. That's foul number 2 for him. Robert Covington's checked in for the Trailblazers. McCollum comes in for Derek Jones. Then for the Mavericks, Marjanovic checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein, and Porzingis subbed in for Maxi Kleber. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Back to Lillard. Floats one. Here's Nurkic. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. And the Trailblazers lead by 9.
At 280 pounds, I think Nurkic is well within his means to score past contact.
And Doncic hits it to go.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Lillard against Doncic. And Lillard throws it down.
And there's the problem. Lillard just too quick and too shifty to stop cold on any dribble drive.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And Doncic throws it down.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Marjanovic against Lillard. Nurkic. He can't get that one.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Enes Kanter's checked in for Portland. The Mavericks also with a sub. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Marjanovic. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Lillard against Doncic. And it's Lillard missing. Mavericks trailed by 5. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Back to Nurkic. Portland moving the ball. Powell finds Lillard. And that one, good.
Well, he's a score-first kind of guy, Lillard. You want to construct your defense to try and swarm him to contain him when he has the ball.
Pass to Doncic. Shoots the 3. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Powell the pass to Kanter.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Now, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise. Porzingis wanting it and gets it.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Lillard against Doncic. Lillard the pass to Kanter. Powell dishes to McCollum. Clock at 4. Here's Lillard. It's rebounded by Doncic. So it's the Mavericks now. Giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Finney Smith passes to Porzingis. Got it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And maybe the natural-born leader that Josh Richardson is showing up in a big way.
And Lillard kicks to Cantor. It falls!
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Doncic outside. Cleveland, good!
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap. And here were the Clippers arriving earlier, getting mentally prepared. Looking now at the lineup for both teams tonight, some names out of action.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Here are the five for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Paul George. And it's Zubats in at the 5 down low. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. And it's Powell in at the 3 spot.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
The 3 from George. Bangs home the trifecta. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Offline with his 3. The Trailblazers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
And Batum has arms that go on forever and ever and ever, which is why he's so dangerous when it comes to shot blocking.
Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Again, McCollum missing.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Leonard the pass to Jackson. Covington with the steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Lillard with the ball, and that one drops for him.
Oh, an agile defender. Like seeing Covington take risks and go after steals from time to time.
Outside, George. Pass to Leonard, takes the three. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
He forgets about him on the perimeter. They're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
The Clippers again turning it over.
Yeah, with no defensive pressure at all, you've got to be able to make that exchange.
Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And here's George for three. And the dunk by Zubac.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And the defense has to be aware of this. When you don't put a body on him, you pay the consequences.
Los Angeles is gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Passes it to George. Lets the three fly. Buries it from three-point range. George has got 6.
Well, when Batum spots a wide-open teammate, he zips the rock to him quickly. Just exceptional vision.
Lillard attacking, and Lillard throws it down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Outside Jackson. The pass to Batum. Pass to Zubac. 5 to shoot. And he lays it straight in. Zubac has got his second bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. From the wing, it's rebounded by Leonard. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Outside Jackson. The dish to George. Shoots from 8. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Lillard left side. A 3. And it's Lillard again missing.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it. And a little verticality there from George, not to mention the timing between those two on the alley-oop.
Here's Nurkic. Paul George making his last shot. 13 feet away. Count the basket. Lillard's got 8 points.
Oh, they've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. In the corner, George with it. From the arc. Will not drop. He's shooting 3 for 8 and not happy about it. Back to Lillard. From deep. Drills it from outside. 11 points in the game.
The remarkable range of Lillard. I mean, you see these shots he makes from distance with ease, effortless release.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back to the action after this word. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Clippers. They've got Morris. He's out there with Patrick Patterson. Luke Kennard out there with Rajon Rondo. And it's man in at the 2-guard spot. It's stolen by Morris. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one's on Anthony.
While the shooting of Morris provides his team with is crucial, just a real valuable part of this team.
Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality they got to fill some roles, right? And John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Picked away. Right side, Jones. Wants to get it to Powell, and does. Cantor kicks to Anthony. Back to Cantor. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Got a piece of it. Morris dishes to Patterson. Rondo against Anthony. Here's Patterson. Rebounded by Anthony.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Come on, you can't be selfish. You got to be willing to make the next pass. Otherwise, it's just predictable.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Patterson outside for Rondo. Stolen by Cantor. He's all alone. Up the floor. And 2 free throws coming up on it. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Damian Lillard's checked in for Portland. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his first foul. Robert Covington's checked in for Derek Jones. The Clippers also changing it up. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Luke Kennard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Rajon Rondo.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Morris outside. We've got 1:48 left here in the second. Nobody near Leonard. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
And part of what makes Kawhi such a great player is that jump shot. You can't just worry about him attacking the basket.
Now here's Lillard. 11 points in the game.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Now George, after the miss 3 from Damian Lillard, drops in the tray.
And I love the floor spacing George gives you. His range seems to extend a little every year.
Jackson against Lillard. Outside Covington. Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And once Lillard hits the ground running, he's ready to throw it down. The D has got to step in front of him to prevent that.
Jackson looking around. Pass to George. This one for three. And no good that time. And it's Portland the other way. The shot by Lillard, wide open. Hits it from three-point range. And now a three-point Trailblazer lead. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. A nice shot by George.
And this is why you get George the ball there. He's solid at figuring out how to capitalize.
Lillard outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of this game. And the first one at the line is good.
A rapper off the court, or number 0 from the town, an elite point guard. He has plenty of personality. He's a fun guy to be around. His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
And so it's tied as we head to halftime. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here. Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He had 18 points. Dame Lillard. That's all for now.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
He did a great job of attacking the seams, getting to the rim, and then finishing strong.
The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the small forward. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half.
And the athleticism and fearlessness of Batum inside is exceptional, really testing the defense deep in the paint.
And he makes both free throws. Here's Lillard. He kicks to McCollum. Back to Lillard. From downtown, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubats has got his 6th rebound on the night. In the corner, George with it. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic. And here are the Clippers now. A 2-point game. And he lobs it up toward the rim. The Trailblazers shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Here's Lillard to the middle. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Oh, the sheer size Nurkic possesses is sometimes overwhelming, which is how he gets these fouls.
Portland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. A different look now for Portland. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Outside, Batum. Over Jones. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
That's just years of experience coming into play. Batum's aggressiveness and basketball savvy, I mean, it puts defenders in difficult spots.
Takes a 3. Knocks it loose. Trailblazers trail by 5. Lets it fly from 18. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Jones. McCollum's got his first bucket in this one. George looking around. Pass to Zubac. Great D that time from Nurkic. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Dishes it to Nurkic. It's Powell on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That is his first foul of the game. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Los Angeles leading by 3. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Rondo passes to Zubac. That's a 2 from Kennard. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds in the game. And the dunk by Powell.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Outside Rondo. And there's the pass to Zubac. Outside Batum. Over Anthony. Zubac. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Clippers lead by 3.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Powell finds Anthony. Now Nurkic. Zubac defending. Hits. Count that one from Nurkic.
And at 280 pounds, I mean, Nurkic is difficult to deter even when you hit him. I mean, he's just so strong.
Rondo scanning the floor. Here's Zubac. No good that time. Great D that time from Nurkic. Jones drives in. He feeds it to Powell. Out to Anthony. Back to Powell. Pick off in midair. And here we go. Here's Batum. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, how do you describe Rondo's approach? I think it's disciplined, fearless, and opportunistic.
To the inside. Stolen by Zubac. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Batum against Anthony. Kennard on the wing. Misses the 3. Trailblazers trail by 3. He lobs it up, and Jones with the stuff.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
Yeah, that's the one area where they've had an edge, but they've been outworked in too many other aspects of this game.
Batum for 3. Off target. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Clippers lead by 1. From Portland, we're back in a moment. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them.
Will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session.
Hey, nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. The Clippers in the lead. And the Clippers looking at who they've got. They've got Kennard. Morris is out there with Patrick Patterson. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's man in at the 2.
Wow, when Jackson is just crafty down inside, he has such a quick release that even taller defenders can't get to it in time.
Lillard against Jackson. Step back shot. Lillard misses. Los Angeles leading by 3. Here's man. Good D by Covington.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been easy lane.
Stolen by Jackson. It's stolen by Anthony. A 3 from McCollum. Cantor. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Outside Jackson. Throws it up high.
Well, you can't leave somebody that wide open when Jackson's running the show. Reggie will find him every time.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. To tie it up. And it's Damian Lillard. Jackson kicks to Patterson. Pass to man. Up and in on the layup. And the Clippers lead by 2.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Lillard looking around. Here's the floater. Oh, he touched it while it was in the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. The lead is 2. He dishes it to Patterson. Outside for George. From outside the arc. And Cantor pulls it down. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Powell's checked in. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And Lillard gets it to go.
Knocks down his second 3 of the half. I mean, he had 2 of them in the first half also. Doing some solid work deep.
Outside Jackson. And the layup's good off the glass.
Oh, don't you love the shot by Jackson? He just takes smart shots in these points of the game.
Lillard dishes to Cantor. Back to Lillard. to the paint. Here's Powell. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
McCollum against George. And it's good, 2 points. And the Clippers lead by 1.
And guys, George takes pride in hitting big shots. Just get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Pass to Powell. Lillard outside. Back to Powell. 5 on the clock. Lillard against Jackson. And Lillard gets it to go.
Gotta admire the passion Lillard plays with. He knows he loves having the ball in his hands.
George passes to Leonard. 1:12 left in the fourth quarter. Portland's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. And Lillard throws it down.
Clutch is Lillard's middle name. Time and time again. This guy comes through for his squad.
Outside, George. From deep. And Cantor pulls it down.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Lillard against George. And it goes down 2 points.
Entering the NBA, I knew he needed to develop his mid-range game. He did it, and it's opened things up for him.
Up top, Leonard, guarded by Powell. McCollum against George. There's the three. And Cantor pulls it down. And now we've got the intentional foul. 7 seconds left in the game. And he commits the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good, going both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. The three from George. Offensive rebound. And Covington sends it back. And so it's Portland winning this one. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get... And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting. Welcome to 2K Sports. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the center filling out the middle. And for Denver, we've got Aaron Gordon. Will Barton is out there with Jamal Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Jokic in at the 5. Home in the paint. For 3, Murray. Barton. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, you know what? I think Barton does a nice job hitting the boards. Would love more of that kind of intensity from him.
Three-pointer, Lillard. It's hauled in by Gordon. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Porter, no luck. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. The Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Murray against Lillard. Outside for Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
You know, when Murray finishes like this, guys, it shows you how aggressive his mindset is in attacking the defense.
Lillard outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Nuggets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Murray, no good. Portland's gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Powell, pass to Lillard. Yep, that one goes.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
Murray outside. It's Barton on the wing. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. A 3 from McCollum. Lillard finds McCollum over Jokic. They grab their own miss. Kicks it out to Lillard. The 3 from McCollum. Jokic grabs the miss. And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That'll be his second foul of the game. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor, he's checked in for Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Now, here's Jokic. Gordon with it. Now defended by McCollum. Shot clock at 5. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for the Nuggets. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Lobs it up for Cantor. And it's out of bounds as the Portland Trailblazers retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Michael Porter, he's checked in for Murray. Cantor's shot is off.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
At the top of the key, Millsap. McCollum against Porter. He drains it from the right block.
Well, you know, on the inside, Porter is a very skilled player. He understands that you've got to be multi-dimensional, a lot of versatility to your game to be effective inside.
Now here's McCollum. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
Porter, no luck. And for Portland, they're shooting a pretty distressing 27% here in the early minutes. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Carmelo Anthony imposing his will inside. Doesn't take any time, rising up for the dunk.
Pass to Gordon. Kicks it to Millsap. Shot from the low block. Excellent D from Cantor. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
And Jones slams it in.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Now here's Porter.
look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. For the finish. And finished off by Porter.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
McCollum feeling it out a bit, and he's going up for the alley-oop.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
It actually almost makes it a little more special. Grace over power is how I would look at it.
And we recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the team's
mentality of how we play, how we move.
Greg sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
They've got Bol. Jokic is out there with Paul Millsap. Then it's Will Barton. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Inside. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Bol.
And you see defenses trying to be physical with Bol. That time, contact on the shot had no effect.
Floats one up. And it's Simons missing. The Nuggets shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Barton, no luck.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Powell finds Kanter up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
This is the Bol. Campazzo. They get the rebound. Jokic on the follow.
Persistence pays, and Jokic not giving up on the play, doing a nice job pursuing the basketball there.
Simons surveying the D. And Anthony gets it to go. Anthony's got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
For the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Derek Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. And again, Denver no good.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season, came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch. They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Fast break, here they come. And Lillard throws it down.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body. And I think we will see that in time.
McCollum's checked in for Anthony. Lillard against Murray. Covington passes to Nurkic. Shot clock at 6. The shot misses. And Denver the other way now. Covington against Jokic. The Nuggets with another miss. Trailblazers leading by 9. Covington kicks to Lillard. With the tip, there's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
1:09 left to play here in the half. And Murray, here we go. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Nice to see Murray take it strong to the rack. Pretty good finisher he is inside.
Lillard way outside. Denver grabs the miss.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Dozier kicks to Murray. Pulls up on the elbow. Jump shot is good that time. Murray's got 6 points in the quarter.
He's starting to find himself out there now. You know, he's taking much better shots here in the second quarter.
Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets, using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
Murray dishes to Millsap. Murray against Lillard. That's tipped and stolen by Lillard.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. As good a passer as he is, he becomes a major headache for the D if he gets hot from beyond.
And so it's Portland up. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back. Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He had 12 points and 1 steal. And that
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. The shot's good from McGee.
Hey, there's a reason why he shoots such a high percentage, guys. I mean, he picks smart shots, high-quality shots, and close shots that he takes.
Lillard against Murray. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul. Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you know, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
90 seconds now into the second half. Lillard with no one around. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And we've seen Lillard hit that shot before. He has no fear when it comes to the deep 3. Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Lillard surveying the D. And stolen by Barton. Powell with the steal. Here's Lillard. The shot will not fall. Murray with the defensive effort. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Murray for three. It's his first trip to the line.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And, guys, that was an element of his game that he could not get turned around. I mean, he was really in a funk, and it lasted all season.
Down low. They swipe it. Pushing it up. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for Portland. Passes it to Simons. The feed to Cantor. And Bull pulls it down.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
1 second left. And that one released in time, but no good. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Portland out in front. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Trailblazers leading by 7, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Will Barton. Then it's Aaron Gordon.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And that one's good, Barton.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
Here's Simons. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
And it's Jokic missing. Jokic has gone 2 for 7 from the field. Pass to Simons. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Here's Jokic. It's deflected, and he gets it back. And he banks in the layup. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Inside, kicks it out to McCollum. Pass to Simons. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And Portland making a change here. Lillard's checked in. Just 4 to shoot. Here's McCollum. That one, no good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Murray, no good. Portland leading by 7. Jones drives in, and Jones slams it in.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did.
Yeah.
And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it.
It's the best way to do it, as long as you don't get teed up for it.
Stolen by Cantor. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Outside Anthony. Cantor, high post. McCollum against Porter. Now the pass to Anthony. Just 5 to shoot. Three-pointer, Lillard. Denver grabs the miss.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Jokic passes to Gordon. Deep 2 from Murray. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. A different look now for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Powell in for Derek Jones. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That'll be his second foul of the game. Ball, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. And a deep 3 from Lillard. And Ball pulls it down. Bull's got his 4th rebound in this one. The Nuggets trail by 9. Murray outside. Shoots over Lillard. Murray, no good. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Lillard from outside. A 3-pointer is right on target. And the Trailblazers lead by 12.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D. One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. Lillard again missing. Nuggets running out of time. Murray left side. Nurkic with the steal.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Portland.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Damian Lillard.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long. It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and gameplay. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, it was a bumpy start to his career for Michael Porter. I mean, this guy had his entire rookie season taken away because of back surgery and had a big mountain to climb just to get back out on the court. But, you know, to his credit, he made the climb.
20 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Floats it up there for Nurkic. A second chance effort, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Giles, and it's Nurkic in at the center. And for Dallas, Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. Then there's CLA Stein, and there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. Here's Lillard. CLA Stein grabs the board.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And tonight, a battle between conference rivals. These teams very well.
There are very few surprises for either opponent tonight in this game, Kevin. I think they actually send Christmas cards to one another. They know each other that well. Who is going to execute when it matters? That's going to be the difference.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. The Trailblazers knocking down the tray. Here's Doncic. The layup missed.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Powell, the pass to Giles. Pass to Lillard. And he gets it to go.
Well, he's effective in the catch and shoot dating back to his college days. Lillard has brought that skill to the pros.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. CLA Stein goes in.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
The one thing about really CLA Stein is you don't really use the word length with him. You talk about his mobility and just how athletic as a big he can be. That activity can be disruptive to any team they're playing against.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis has got 6 points.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
Now here's Lillard. Nurkic the pass to Lillard. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and CLA Stein throws it down.
CLA Stein can get up there, and the guards know that, so available for an oop at any time.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in, and Lillard throws it down.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
There's CLA Stein after the Trailblazers pick up 2.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. You have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
Tips it up. Porzingis with the rebound. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Powell, he's jacked in for CLA Stein. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor, he's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Giles. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. And it's Doncic missing. Trailblazers trail by 3.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it, and it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Doncic outside. That shot off. Now Portland takes it the other way.
Well, he's just really struggling right now with everything he's throwing up. Nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. And Porzingis, here we go. Good on the shot.
Now you can see the defense is so shifted over to where Kristaps Porzingis is that they lose track of the situation, and he burns them with the pass.
Here's Simons. Passes it to Cantor. Powell pulls it in.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
The Mavericks shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. Burke comes in for Jalen Brunson. 20 seconds left to play in the first. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Doncic against Anthony. Simons. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Simons has got his second basket of the game.
Melo good at scanning the entire floor, and that's why that time he found the open teammate.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Mavericks ahead, up 3. And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg, he is...
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
They've got Maxi Kleber. Luka Doncic out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Dwight Powell, and it's Hardaway in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
Using some brute force to take it strong to the rack. Cantor leaving nothing to chance.
Doncic with it. Outside, Redick. From outside, off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Marjanovic checked in for Maxi Kleber. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Harry Giles comes in for Derek Jones. Norman Powell's checked in for McCollum. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Powell, that's good. Powell's got the lead up to 6 now for Dallas.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Here is Lillard from deep three-point range. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Mavericks leading by 6. Here's Doncic. Out to Hardaway for 3. That one's not going to go. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Redick against Anthony. And the dunk by Powell.
Yeah, Redick more than happy to get off the ball that time and spot the open man.
Anthony on the wing. The pass to Giles. A baseline J. And it's off the back rim. No good. And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Here's Doncic. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Luka Doncic. Powell kicks to Brunson. Hardaway passes to Marjanovic. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltend. And, yep, the coach's challenge being used here on the goaltending call. He wants it reviewed.
And with this type of goaltending review process, one thing to keep in mind is that the rule states, quote, in order to overturn the event as called on the floor, there must be clear and conclusive visual evidence that the call was incorrect.
And so, Greg, if via replay there is any level of ambiguity, it makes sense that the original ruling would stay. But in that event, the coach has used up his one and only coach's challenge for the game. So, as you can tell, a lot riding on when you choose to use it. And so the decision is in. NBA Replay Center has ruled, guys. The call stands on the goaltender.
And maybe the only downside is that you use up your one coach's challenge for the game. So if anything happens beyond this point, you might wish you had that back. Smart not to take any chances and give it another look on the replay. That's such a valuable safety net for the officials to have.
Now here's Redick, the fast break opportunity. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
The Mavericks shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. A different look now for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Derek Jones comes in for Harry Giles. And McCollum subbed in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's McCollum in the corner. That 3 off the mark. Mavericks leading by 8. It's Powell on the wing. And it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway. Powell's got 13 points.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
Portland's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Brunson against Lillard. And that one, good.
Lillard right now just locked in, even with the defense having all eyes on him.
The Mavericks have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. 55 seconds left now here in the second. Now here's Brunson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Hardaway. Here's Powell. Pass to Marjanovic. Tries again. And it's good on the way in. Marjanovic has got the lead up to 10 now for the Mavs.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
It's 9 seconds.
Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
20 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Runs in the pass to Marjanovic. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Kanter kicks to Lillard. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Lillard's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Always an appreciation for Lillard and his build, just how rugged he is, along with...
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to the first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. The period came to a close with them holding a... And that's a wrap. With
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. We've seen Dwight Powell really having a great game.
Yeah, and I don't know if anybody saw this offense coming from him, but it's been key for his team.
Yeah, and I'm not sure coming into this game he felt like he could dominate in the way he's doing so now. Been phenomenal.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Giles is out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the small forward. Doncic against Lillard. Fires the 3. And it's Lillard again missing. Dallas leading by 10. Left side, Redick. Back to Richardson. Dallas moving it around. Doncic passes to Redick. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. And it's Lillard missing. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. And there's Richardson. That's good on the assist from Cauley Stein. And now it's a 12-point Maverick lead. Lillard outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Lillard's got 15 points.
Yeah, I think the scouting report says you got to chase him off the three-point line. Not a good job defensively there, but a great job by Lillard to knock it down.
Good.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
Doncic against Lillard. The drive by Doncic. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
With the teardrop. Kicks it out to Lillard from past the arc. It's rebounded by Dallas. Cauley Stein's got 4 rebounds in this game.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring. Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Lillard misses.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
A different look for Dallas. Maxi Kleber comes in for Cauley Stein. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for J.J. Redick. And then for the Trailblazers, Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Here's Doncic. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. 6 points for him.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Pass to Nurkic. Porzingis comes with the double team. Porzingis with the steal. Out to the right wing. Doncic outside. That one goes. Counted. Doncic has got the lead up to 13 now for the Mavs.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Simons, headed by Porzingis.
Great anticipation there. Porzingis in the right spot and throws that one away.
Passes to Doncic. There's the pass to Kleber. Back to Doncic. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Cullen passes to Simons. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That is his first foul of the game. And the Mavericks with some changes. Marjanovic checked in for Maxi Kleber. Mike Powell comes in for Porzingis. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Portland also making some changes. Enes Kanter comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Jared Jones in for Giles. Richardson outside. Pass to Marjanovic. And Jones over to help. Lays it up and banks it in. Marjanovic has got 8.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
McCollum passes to Kanter. Back to McCollum. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, using that lengthy frame right there to draw contact, McCollum really baits the defender into committing that foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
76% from the line a season ago. The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Powell, the pass to Finney-Smith. Now Marjanovic. He's covered by Kanter. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Brunson. Misses. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Maverick. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Trailblazers trail by 14. Hardaway is out there with Jalen Brunson. And there's Porzingis. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Lillard attacking.
Just more and more complete appreciation for how complete the offensive game of Damian Lillard is.
The first free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Now Brunson. And the layup falls. And the Mavericks lead by 14.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Lillard misses.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Cauley-Stein kicks to Hardaway. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Doncic is checked in for the Mavericks. Outside Hardaway. Here's Porzingis. That drops and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway has got 4 assists in the game. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Cantor finds Lillard. Portland moving the ball around. Nailed from three-point land. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
After not having a 3 during the first half, he's made 2 now this second half, and he looks hungry for more.
Outside Hardaway. The feed now to Cauley-Stein. Porzingis inside, covered by Anthony, stolen by Cantor. Porzingis with the steal. Doncic looking it over. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Doncic has got 10 points here in the second half.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Lillard against Doncic. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Think about just how much focus Lillard has every year about his drive to be one of the best guards in the league. Whether it's recognized or not by an all-star appearance, really doesn't have an impact on how he approaches the game.
Josh Richardson's checked in for the Mavericks. Portland also making some changes. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Giles comes in for Anthony. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Jones. Cauley-Stein finds Doncic. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. And the Mavericks lead by 15.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
Lillard from outside, and he's good on the 3-ball. Lillard's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Out to Doncic. Clock at 6. Shoots over Nurkic. That's good from Doncic on the assist from Cauley-Stein.
And he's such a polished shooter. You can't give Doncic these kinds of opportunities, or he's going to burn you.
Lillard from outside. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got his 5th rebound in this one. The 3 for Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
And doesn't go either for Doncic. Trailblazers trail by 14.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Dallas.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Porzingis.
He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team.
For three, Richardson. Rebounded by McCollum. So it's Portland now. They trail by 14. And Lillard gets it to go.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line in a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Powell, the pass to McCollum. Here's Giles. Kicks it out to Lillard. Yep, it's good.
Lillard producing right now.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. Our cameras caught the Clippers arriving at their building and coming through the tunnel with a lot of style and confidence. The view high above our broadcast location tonight. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. And for the Clippers, Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George, and it's Jackson in at the 1. And here's George for 3. Offensive rebound. From deep. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position.
Jackson looking around. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And we're seeing more of this from Jackson. Under heavy fire, attacking inside.
It's Powell on the wing. He's covered by Leonard. Tries it from 19. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Jackson kicks to Zubac. Batum for 3. No good that time. Now Portland takes it the other way.
They are out of rhythm. 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Clippers shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Lillard, the pass to Powell. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Powell's got 7 points.
Beautiful offense. Lillard creates time and again down the floor, whether it be for himself or for his teammates.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
McCollum passes to Covington. Nurkic dishes to McCollum. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Clippers trail by 9. Outside Jackson. Pass to Zubac. Back to Jackson. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
Lillard, right side. Here's Covington. That one doesn't go. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Here's Leonard. Finish off the break.
A beast on the dribble drive. You see Kawhi right there, undeterred by contact.
Jackson against Lillard. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. To the paint, here's Leonard. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
One of the more physical wings in the league. Kawhi gets smacked there, but not to be denied.
The pass to Powell. McCollum outside. Pass to Lillard. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Zubats. Clippers trail by 3. George hacks a two-pointer. Can't hit the step-back jump shot.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
And Lillard kicks to Covington. Lillard with no one around. Portland no good that time either.
In a funk this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
From deep, George. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound in this one.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Now, here's Kennard. In the corner, it's Morris. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Trailblazers. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the 2nd quarter of basketball. On the court for the Trailblazers, Jones is out there with Anthony. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the point. And it's Jones with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. Here's Simons on the wing. Jones to the inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
Outside Rondo. He dishes it to Morris. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you inside, outside, and in transition.
Here's Simons. He's covered by Rondo. Anthony in the corner and stolen by Patterson. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. Stolen by Kanter.
And that's a rare turnover, just their first here in the half. So that's one thing we've seen them do pretty well, valuing their possession.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. McCollum's checked in. Here's Simons. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Kanter gives your team found points off misses.
Feeds it to Morris. And Anthony sends it back. And so they foul intentionally. George is checked in for Los Angeles. Reggie Jackson comes in for Rajon Rondo. And a switch here also for Portland. Lillard's checked in for Anthony Simons. Lillard, the pass to Jones. Back to Lillard. Jacks up a 3. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Lillard's got 5.
And this is peak Dame. Rising, firing, one of the more confident shooters we have in our game.
Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. And it's McCollum in the corner. And another three for Portland.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
From deep, George. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Portland shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Nurkic checked in for the Trailblazers. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. George against Lillard. Here's Zubac. And here's George for three. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 5 rebounds tonight. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Jackson has the open look. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Especially considering it's on the road in front of a tough crowd. They've been able to block out the distractions. I don't know how many shots he's missed this quarter, but they're going to have to find offense from someone else.
This is his first free throw of the game.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Clippers trail by 17. And George, here we go. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And boy, Kawhi is the perfect target. The big reach gets to the pass and the great hands on the catch.
Oh, no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally. These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And you look at his numbers from last year, 89% from the line, so hard to ask for much more than that.
Second free throw, no good.
Wearing the number 0 for a reason. Damian Lillard has it on his back for his city, Oakland, just the latest star from the town.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
It's Covington on the wing. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
How about up over the 80% mark from the line last year? So he's happy and also consistent there with those numbers.
Powell, he's checked in for Jones. And both free throws good for Covington. Clippers trail by 16 and stolen by Lillard. Cuts off the pass. Los Angeles calls timeout.
The wheels have come off a little bit leading up to this timeout. He has taken some low percentage shots, and it's killing the flow of their offense. More motion, more ball movement. That should lead to better looks for him and for the entire team.
And here's George for three. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 7 rebounds in the game. And a wide open look for McCollum. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
This offense just continues to impress.
Out of bounds, Portland takes possession.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
Anthony's checked in for Portland. Lillard misses.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily,
that was something else.
Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
That's a 2 from Powell. And that one is off. Great D that time from Leonard. 3 seconds left, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. The period came to a close with them holding.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
Oof. That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
And these weren't just putbacks and alley-oops. He was roaring to the rim and finishing.
They got Jackson. Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's George in at the two-guard spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Here is Lillard. Here's McCollum. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. 11 points for C.J. McCollum.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
He's doing what he can to help them cut into this lead. His shot just isn't quite there tonight.
And that's an intentional foul. A different look for the Clippers. Mann's checked in. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Covington passes to Lillard. Lets it go from deep. No good on the shot. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Mann. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Robert Covington picks one up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Zubac. Portland also making some changes. Cantor, he's checked in for Nurkic. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Pass to Simons. He kicks to Cantor. The shot's good. Cantor's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And really inside the paint is where Cantor thrives. His dominant approach lets him just own that space.
And they go to the intentional foul. Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Portland leading by 16. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Pass to Simons. Back to McCollum. 5 to shoot. And a miss there on the triple.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing. And his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Derek Jones comes in for C.J. McCollum. Rondo with the steal. Drops in the breakaway layup. Rondo's got his first points in this one.
Rondo, known for his quick hands on defense, that time turned it into offense.
Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Anthony against Batum. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his third foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Leonard against Powell. The pass to Carmelo. And there's the feed to Cantor. And foul on the shot. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, You really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
It's his first trip to the line. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for Los Angeles. It's a 14-point game. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. And Portland making a change here. Lillard's checked in. The Clippers have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6. That free throw good from George.
The all-around game Paul George possesses is so special. His versatility is what makes him so valuable.
And there's a minute 45 left to play in the third. Jones finds Lillard. Over George. Here's Cantor. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 4 assists in the game. Batum dishes to Rondo. Here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
Obviously, Rondo's main priority is to dish the rock. When you're open, he'll get it to you.
Trailblazers leading by 11. Pass to Lillard. Back to Jones. Here's Simons. Connects from three-point range. Simons has got 5 now.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Here's George. And he drops it in from the low post.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Here's the lob to the hoop. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
Oh, what a beautiful pass. And then to catch and finish all in one motion. Stupendous.
An alley-oop like that, Greg, is so rare you just got to take a second and enjoy it. Simons, the pass to Cantor. Out to Anthony. Passes it to Lillard. Fires the 3. Shot clock at 5. Here's Simons. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? George with the bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Trailblazers leading by 14. And now they decide to foul intentionally. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line. First one falls for him. Both teams will make substitutions. Both shots good from the stripe.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And stolen by Lillard. And so they choose to intentionally foul. He shot 5 of 6 at the foul line. The first one falls. The free throw is good from Lillard. Jackson against Nurkic. He lobs it up, and again the turnover by the Clippers.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
And the Clippers call time here.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
Kawhi Leonard.
Now Lillard from deep. That shot no good. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Morris is checked in. That shot wide open. McCollum's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for Portland.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
And here's McCollum for 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got his 6th rebound on the night. Morris into the lane, and it's George finishing it off.
The trust George has built with his team, they know he'll finish strong if they feed him.
And an intentional foul right there. Norman Powell's checked in for Anthony. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Lillard against Jackson. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Up top, Covington. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. 6 to shoot. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
And George with the stuff.
Capable of flat out torching you. Once PG-13 gets into a groove, watch out.
Lillard against Morris. High post, Nurkic kicks to Powell. Back to Nurkic. Now the dish to Lillard. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. Clippers trail by 21. Jackson finds Zubac. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Powell with it. To the middle. Here's Nurkic. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 21.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Morris. Three-pointer, Lillard. Batum grabs the miss.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Rajon Rondo is checked in for Los Angeles. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Cantor's checked in. Lillard from outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
So explosive with the dunk. Kawhi Leonard gets up quick to slam it down.
Rondo against Lillard. Pass to McCollum. Launches it. Great D that time from Leonard.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
And finished off by Leonard.
Pushing the action. Always working for the best shot. Nice drive by Kawhi.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Very nice stretch from them, but the reason why they are not into this game, they have to get some stops.
Lillard against Rondo. Lillard with the bucket.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Trailblazers.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead
to a better field goal percentage.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for C.J. McCollum.
You know, he was flying around on both ends of the floor. Terrific energy and enthusiasm, and that rubbed off on his teammates. I thought he was a catalyst tonight.
That one's going to be the final dagger, and these guys can now celebrate.
This has been flat out a dominant performance. They earned this victory all the way. He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
Here's George, and he makes that one.
Great hustle by Paul, using his speed in the open court, and then, of course, he's an excellent finisher.
The three, and that's good. Damian Lillard for three.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
I'll tell you what, when Kawhi knifes his way to the rim, it's next level.
Leonard with the steal. To the wing right side. The drive by Rondo, and the lead is down inside single digits.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Lillard dishes to Covington. Lillard looking around. And so it's Portland winning this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were